West Ham's advantage ahead of this weekend's London derby. Chelsea have injury problems that could affect their performance. Let's take a closer look. 1. West Ham's injury condition. West Ham have had a lot of injuries at the start of this season, including Edson Alvarez, Niklas Füllkrug, and Emerson. The good news is, Alvarez has recovered from a hamstring injury and is ready to play. Füllkrug and Emerson are also expected to return to action. 2. Chelsea's injury problems. On the other hand, Chelsea have been facing long-term injury problems, especially with their star player, Romeo Lavia, who has only made 2 appearances in the Premier League. Lavia returned to injury after 1 match, and Malo Gusto, who was a key player from last season, is also yet to play. Although there is hope from Chelsea fans to see Lavia and Gusto back in action, the club confirmed that both are still in rehabilitation and will not feature in the match against West Ham. With this situation, West Ham has a great chance of winning against their London rivals. That's it, buddy. This could be a crucial moment for West Ham to turn their season around. What do you think about the situation? Predicted Chelsea lineups to face West Ham United in this weekend's London derby. Let's see what formation and players will be fielded. Enzo Maresca is expected to set up the team in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Several changes to the starting 11 are expected, with Jadon Sancho, Enzo Fernandez, and Tosin Adarabioyo as key players. Lineups. Defense. Robert Sanchez will remain in goal after keeping a clean sheet in the previous match. Tosin Adarabioyo is expected to partner Levi Colwill in the back line. Wesley Fofana will operate as a right back, while Marc Cucurella will fill the left back position. Both need to be careful in attack and defense. Midfielders. Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo will act as defensive midfielders, trying to make West Ham's game difficult in the middle. In front of them, the fast trio of Jadon Sancho, Cole Palmer, and Noni Madueke will play a role in attack, expected to create dangerous chances. Attack. Nicholas Jackson will be the main striker, looking to be a threat in the West Ham penalty area. Christopher Nkunku and Joao Felix should be patient on the bench, ready to come on in the second half if needed. Chelsea need to take their chances and improve their game to get a positive result in this London derby. With the right combination of players, they hope to secure 3 important points. That's the predicted Chelsea lineup to face West Ham. Do you agree with this choice? Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Paul Merson's score prediction ahead of the West Ham versus Chelsea clash. Who will emerge victorious in this London derby? Let's take a look. Chelsea have been in good form with wins over Bournemouth and Wolverhampton. However, Merson stressed that the team is still unpredictable. He highlighted that goalkeeper Robert Sanchez starred in the last match, which shows the problems up front. Merson predicts a 1-1 draw. He said that both teams are in the process of finding their best formation. Merson believes that West Ham and Chelsea have similarities in terms of uncertainty in their squads. He also stated that Jadon Sancho could start after his good performance against Bournemouth, but starting a game is certainly different than coming off the bench. Chelsea are currently 8th in the table with 7 points from 4 games. They have the chance to improve their position before the October international break with 5 games to play, including matches in the Carabao Cup and Conference League. Maresca is in his first Premier League job, so it is important to start positively. This game is very important for both teams, especially for fans who are hoping to see the best performance from them. That's Paul Merson's prediction for the West Ham versus Chelsea match. Do you agree with the 1-1 draw? Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Here's Sutton's prediction ahead of the West Ham versus Chelsea match at the London Stadium. Can West Ham win, or will Chelsea continue their positive trend? Let's see. West Ham will host Chelsea this Saturday in the Premier League match. Both teams have just appointed new managers this summer, Enzo Maresca for Chelsea and Julen Lopetegui for West Ham. Chelsea, under Maresca, have collected 7 points from 4 matches. Their target is to finish in the top 4. Meanwhile, West Ham have only collected 4 points from the first 4 matches of the season, showing less than satisfactory performance. Chris Sutton, an analyst from BBC, found it difficult to predict the outcome of this match. He stated, "West Ham are not playing well, and I'm not sure about Chelsea either. They were lucky to beat Bournemouth in the last match." Sutton finally decided to predict a draw with a score of 1-1. So, that's Chris Sutton's prediction. Do you agree with the 1-1 draw? Don't forget to give your opinion in the comments column. Interesting news about Mikel Mudryk, Chelsea winger, who might move in the January transfer window. Let's see the details. Mikel Mudryk was brought in by Chelsea with high hopes, spending more than £88 million in January 2023. However, his performance since his arrival has not met expectations. Under the coaching of Enzo Maresca, Mudryk has increasingly lost his place in the first-team squad. Mudryk has only appeared in 2 of the 4 Premier League games this season. His decline in performance has made Chelsea consider releasing him, either on loan or permanently. According to reports, Bayern Munich and Marseille are interested in signing Mudryk. Chelsea might be willing to let him go with the right offer, although the chances of a permanent transfer seem slim. A loan deal might be the best option for all parties. Bayern had shown interest in signing Mudryk in January. However, that interest seems to have diminished following the departure of Thomas Tuchel, who was previously a fan of Mudryk. Even so, Bayern still have many interesting winger options. Marseille could be a more solid option for Mudryk. The Ligue 1 club have shown promising form and could provide a platform for Mudryk to rediscover his best form. With his future uncertain, Mikel Mudryk faces a crucial decision in January. Will he choose to move to Bayern Munich, Marseille, or stay at Chelsea? What are your thoughts on a potential transfer for Mudryk? Leave a comment below. We will discuss Chelsea wonderkid, Estevao Willian, who has just set an impressive record in the Brazilian league. Let's see the details. Estevao Willian is a 17-year-old young player who currently plays for Palmeiras. Known for his playing style similar to Neymar, Willian has become the spotlight in the Brazilian league with his dazzling actions. He can play in several positions, but more often operates as a right winger. Willian managed to match Neymar's record in the Brazilian league by scoring 9 goals and providing 7 assists at the same age. Interestingly, Willian has surpassed Neymar's number of assists, who at the age of 17 recorded 6 assists. With his great potential, many observers call him the greatest Brazilian talent in recent years. Chelsea have completed all the transfer documents for Willian, and he will join the club at Stamford Bridge when he turns 18. This is a big step for his career, and of course a big hope for Chelsea fans. Despite his extraordinary talent, Willian will face a tough challenge in the Premier League. Many of Chelsea's young players are not ready to face the intensity of the Premier League. To overcome this, Chelsea often loan out their young players to gain experience. It is expected that Estevao Willian will be loaned to Strasbourg before joining Chelsea permanently. This will give him the opportunity to adapt to the European style of play and improve his performance before playing in the first team. With all the potential he has, Estevao Willian is one of the players to watch at Chelsea. Can he follow in the footsteps of Neymar and become a star at Stamford Bridge? Only time will tell. What do you think of Estevao Willian? Leave a comment below. The feud between former Chelsea star John Obi Mikel and current Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson. Let's take a look at the chronology. After scoring against Wolves in August, Nicholas Jackson gave a sharp response to Mikel's comments that doubted his finishing ability. Mikel, in his analysis after Chelsea's defeat to Manchester City, stated that the team needed a more reliable goalscorer. John Obi Mikel did not hesitate to express his opinion. He admitted that Jackson was a good player, but criticized his finishing, which was considered inadequate. Mikel said, "The only criticism I have is that his finishing needs to be much better." Jackson did not accept the criticism and replied, "Don't talk nonsense." This response shows that he objected to Mikel's assessment. Despite the harsh response from Jackson, Mikel still maintained his opinion. In an interview, he explained that his criticism came from a constructive place and was not intended to be condescending. In a discussion with Ruud Gullit, Mikel added, "As long as he knows it himself." However, he doubted that Jackson was aware of this, especially when Jackson responded when scoring goals. Aside from the feud, Mikel also spoke about his ambitions for Chelsea, particularly regarding the transfer of Victor Osimhen from Napoli. Mikel revealed that he is involved in transfer discussions and hopes a deal can be done in the future. What do you think about the feud? Do you agree with Mikel's criticism? Leave a comment below.